Hello, this is Alex with GrowHow, and today we're going to be doing a sheet mulching project. This is for the pandemic response garden. I'm doing one half of this with a sheet mulch and the other half more conventionally with a glyphosate product. Today we're going to be looking at the sheet mulch. I want you to look under here and see that even though I sprayed this before I started doing the videos, I've got grass here. I've got some unknown weeds over here which may or may not be morning glory or field bindweed. We're going to exclude as much sun as we can and see what happens. Grass will sometimes pop through a sheet mulch. Morning glory or field bindweed almost always will. That's to be expected. Now, there's no system that's perfect. Whether you're going full organic or whether you're going full chemical, there's always a trade-off. So keep that in mind as we do this. I already know it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So one thing I'm doing is I'm making sure that all the pieces of this cardboard are overlapping. The one thing that will kill a good sheet mulch quicker than just about anything else is by butting these up piece to piece like this instead of overlapping. Overlapping, I prefer about 6 inches. It's not always possible, but if you get 6 inches, you're going to be doing really well. So I set that over the area. It's about a 4x4 square. I'm probably using more cardboard than I need, but that's fine because I can overdo it on this. The idea behind the cardboard is actually not magical or anything like that. It's just excluding sunlight. Most weed seeds need sunlight to germinate, and any annual weeds are going to need that sunlight to get any bigger and to poke through this plastic or this cardboard. Weeds like field bindweed, Bermuda grass, a lot of the grasses can poke through this, and they will, but most of your annuals won't. It ends up actually being pretty good. Your hard stuff like field bindweed or hoary cress, those are going to be difficult, and you're going to have to work harder on those, but we already know those are difficult, so we just expect that. This is going to get rid of the easier weeds. You'll also notice here, it's filled in with leaves since I dug it, but this is what we call a shadow edging. This swale or this trench along here, it looks really good in a professional flower bed or a shrub bed. For me, that's just allowing an area to catch my mulch so it doesn't tumble all the way over the sidewalk. This cardboard, once it's covered and gets a little bit damp, will actually start kind of conforming to the soil. Some people will actually spray their cardboard first with water, and so then as they put the mulch on there, it just weighs it down and gives you a nice easy surface to work with as far as conforming. I tend not to do that because it does soften the cardboard, and then I end up putting holes in it and lose some of my weed shading. But this will work well enough for this small area. I am going to point out I pulled out the tags, the tape off this stuff, any joints that are glued. That stuff's not going to break down properly. So you want to avoid that. I've also done this a lot with newspaper, but I'll need at least 4 layers of newspaper for it to have any staying power. So keep in mind what you put into it is what you're going to get. I can also do this without the cardboard. It's just more effective because that light blocking, or if you're going to use mulch, you can put another 2 or 3 inches layer of mulch on and it will block as much sunlight. But right now, mulch costs money and cardboard was free. So I'm balancing out things here. I think that covers that. Let me go ahead, get some mulch on here, and then you can watch a bit of the process. Now I've got some of the mulch laid out here. This is wood chips and some other byproducts left from my nursery days. They got mixed together, weren't sellable, and the boss gave me a really good deal on it. These are composting for a year and a half at my place. And the idea is you can use any mulch you've got. You can use compost, you can use wood chips, you can use a lot of different stuff, just depends on availability. I mean, when I grew up in Lehigh, I could probably be using rotten straw from a farmer neighbor or something. But I want it 3 to 4 inches deep. Now, if I hold my hand like this with my thumb kind of tucked in, that's just about 4 inches. So you don't need to come out here with a measuring tape. You can just come out and say, oh, well, that's obviously deep enough. This could use a little bit more. It's also a good thing to think about. It's a little bit windy today, but not too bad. If this were a really windy day, I'd either choose another day to do it, or I'd be weighing this down with some bricks or pavers or something. And I'll go ahead and I'll finish up the job and then we'll show that to you. And there you have it. One sheet mulched bed. Now, this isn't ready to plant yet. Got to give it some time to suffocate those weeds. And I shouldn't say suffocate, I should say to eliminate the sunlight so those weeds weaken. Again, there's going to be stuff that pushes through here through the season, and I'll have to deal with that on an individual basis, weed for weed. But most of your annual weeds are done. It's just going to be the long living, hard to deal with perennial weeds. Even a lot of the weaker perennial weeds aren't going to do anything. They're not going to get through it. In a couple of weeks, maybe a couple months, I want to say it's April 10th today, I guess. It's April 10th. It's going to be a while before we've got hot enough weather to plant my summer crops. I might get some spring crops in it. I don't know. Generally around here, we plant our main crops around Mother's Day-ish. Sometimes Labor Day, or not Labor Day, Memorial Day-ish. So keep track. I'll be out here finishing the rest of this on the Roundup or the glyphosate side when it's not windy, because right now it's windy enough. I don't want to deal with that. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to answer them. If you want me to do some follow-up videos, I've been getting requests for those, and that's fine. I will try and do that as much as possible. And keep me informed of what you need. Y'all take care. Manana.